I know I haven't made a video in ages because there hasn't been much football that I've watched personally. I could have done a game on the Villa friendly, but why would I when we lost 4-0? But obviously, as all us Saddlers fans were saw today, what an amazing opening day to beat Hartlepool 4-0. And that's what I'm going to be speaking about today. So yeah, basically I think today was one of them where I thought from start to finish we were just the better team. Danny Johnson looking amazing. I think the midfield in Hutchinson, Comley and Kinsella looked solid, and I think the back line was solid as well. I don't think we saw the best of Williams today, because obviously he has scored a few goals in the pre-season, so we know what he is capable of. But I think just today how well we was organised, and it was good to see positives, because obviously we've had a lot of negatives over the past few years, but it's good to see that players seem to want to play for the club and was trying the whole game. I mean, Owen Evans didn't have to do much, but when he had to, he did it. I thought his distribution was better than Rushworth's was. But yeah, I think even Peter Clark, for the whole, considering he played the whole 90, he did really well. I think the whole back line was solid. I think Monta had a really good game, pushing the ball up the field and everything, going on runs down the wing, which you don't usually see from Monte. I think you could see a new confidence in the lads, with a lot of new players in the club. Obviously, it's going to take time to gel. I thought that would be the problem today. I thought we're going to have to settle for a draw because there's going to be a lot of gelling that needs to be done. But obviously, that wasn't the case. We just went for it, and Johnson just literally showed Hartlepool up. I mean, it's a shame that we've only got him on a 6-month loan, because if he keeps performing like this, obviously we ain't going to have a chance of signing him, and Mansfield are going to bring him back, because why wouldn't they? We're in the same division. They want to get out of the division just as much as us. So yeah, I think it's one of them where we need to try as soon as to push for signing him permanently. Obviously, I know we went for a 2-year deal with him and Mansfield backed out last minute, and there's nothing the club can do about that. But if we can offer more money, maybe, I think he'll be fully worth it if he can do this week in, week out. I wish it was one of them where we could see what he's like for the 6 months and then we have a loan to buy option, which we might. Obviously, we don't know the full circumstances of the loan yet. I think if he does really well, gets 10 plus goals in the 6 months, because I think us as Saddlers fans will happily take that if he finishes the season with between 15 and 20 goals at the end of the season. If we do sign him, obviously we might not, but say if we did, I think of course we'd be happy, because we haven't had a prolific goal scorer in a fair few years. I think that's what we're mainly missing. I think defensively we've always been quite sound, apart from when obviously last season we played Swindon and we just turned into mush. But I think other than that, we was defensively quite sound. So I think we've always lacked a creative midfielder and a goal scorer. But I think looking at some of the players like Comley and Hutchinson, I think we've got them creative midfielders. And obviously there's other midfielders also still coming through. And then with Johnson up front, yeah, and I mean even Abraham, when he came off the bench, he looked lively. He nearly scored. He was willing to run. He's a good player off the bench, because obviously when players are tired, including the other team, in 80 minutes we bring on Abraham. He's got them fresh legs and he's fast, running opposition defensive and tired. It could be a win-win, and obviously if that works, we need to stick to that plan. He could be a really good super sub, because as I said, he was close to scoring. It was a good save from the keeper. I thought their keeper had a really good game, in fairness. I think it could have been a lot more if it wasn't for him, and that's saying so, considering we won 4-0. I just think everyone played well today, to be honest. I can't really have... Hey, can you have any complaints when you win 4-0? I think there's still strengthening that needs to be done, of course. But I think for an opening game, I know Hartlepool ain't the strongest of opposition, but for an opening game, we've got to give credit where credit's due. That was a 10 out of 10 performance, really. There's obviously improvements. There's always going to be improvements until we get out of this league. There's going to be much needed improvements, but on an opening day, this is a 10 out of 10 performance, and I can't complain. I am one happy Saddler. All the Sadlers fans, let me know what you think. Because I think there's no way anyone can be angry today. If you was, a bit weird. But yeah, I ain't going to make this too long. I'm going to start doing frequent videos after every game. I might do once on other games. I'm going to be watching the England women's final tomorrow, so I might do a video on that as well. So yeah, keep out for the channel, guys. Share it around, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, peace.